Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's Rashtrapati remark sparked protests in Imphal. BJP Manipur workers burned effigies of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary and Sonia Gandhi. MPCC filed complaint at city police station against BJYM'd Manipur Pradesh President and Barish for kicking at Congress Bhavan gate during agitation by BJYM over Rashtrapati remark. House of Second Session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly passed 7 demands for grants amounting 2,032 crore 70 lakh 93,000 rupees unanimously on day 4. Ukhrul's MLA Ram Muiva says a flood land compensation of 7.5 crore rupees led to delay in completion of Imphal Ukhrul Road. Work Minister Govind Das assures inquiry. Thangaiban MLA Kumukcham Joykishan demands to stop 18-years-old Imphal sewage project, claiming it of no use. PHE Minister Susindra assures benefits this. Manipur logged 77 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 1 death in past 24 hours. Coronavirus infected 1,38,886 people so far. And India adds 20,557 new COVID-19 cases, above 19,000 recoveries and 44 deaths in 24 hours. COVID cash load stands above 1,46,000. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin and I'm KANEL SHAMBAMDURAM with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another. Please remember that the fight against the COVID-19 is not over yet. Now, the news in details. Members of the BJP Manipur Pradesh, led by party president A. Sarda, today erupted into agitation against calling the newly elected president of India, Draupadi Murmu, Rashtrapatni by Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. Party workers burned the effigy of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary at Kisampat Junction in Imphal. Earlier, irate party members led by A. Sarda took out a protest rally from the BJP office in Nitaipat Chutek till the junction where they burned his effigy. Speaking to media, A. Sarda demanded apologies from the Congress party and its leader Sonia Gandhi. She alleged that the remark against President Draupadi Murmu was a direct insult to minorities and women folk. It may be mentioned that Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's Rashtrapati remark has caused quite a commotion in the parliament, and BJP union ministers have been demanding apologies from the Congress party.
Murmu jibu Rashtrapati haibagi mahuta Rashtrapatni haiba adugumba schedule tribe pu karem naba usittaba aduga loinana nupi samaj bu ikai kumnaba uttaba nupi samaj bu hantana yengba aduga lairaba praja bu hantana yengba adugumba adiranjangi mahaki wangang adugumba India gi highest post lairiba adugumba Rashtrapati bu karem naduna ngangba wangang aduna aikoina ngasi Congress na apology tawgata bani Sonia Gandhi masamak makoi soidana apology tawgata bani amadi Bharat ki lairiba nupi angang lairaba praja kudingmakki mayokta chatpa madu lekpada bani lairaba praja gi amadi nupi gi mayokta mahorondagi makoina tauragiba mayam singa se masigi against the Bharatiya Janata Party nangasi.
Workers of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha BJYM, led by State President M. Barish, burned down the effigy of Congress leader Sonia Gandhi, alleging Congress leaders of using inflammatory words against President Draupadi Murmu. Sonia Gandhi's effigy was torched in front of the Congress Bhavan in Imphal this morning in the presence of security personnel. Irate BJYM workers chanted various slogans against Sonia Gandhi. They even shouted the Congress cannot boast around in Manipur as long as BJYM is here. BJYM workers reportedly kicked the Congress Bhavan gate. A heated argument erupted between BJYM protesters and Manipur Rifled personnel. Finally, teams of Imphal West District Police and City Police Station arrived at the scene to contain the situation. BJYM workers had already left by that time. Speaking on the sideline, and Baris said BJYM will strive to uproot Congress party from Manipur.
भारत के प्रेसिडेंट हम उसी मौका मई थाब खोप तौब सूब वखलों से फटे भारत की प्रेसिडेंट सूब आईने यादव थब से भारतीय जनता युवा मोर्चा मणिपुर प्रदेश में फुल्ली कंडेम तौर मणिपुर सूंग मणिपुर कांग्रेस पोसे मुथकने
20 suspended opposition MPs of the Rajya Sabha started a 50-hour dharna from yesterday inside the Parliament complex. They are holding the protest near the Gandhi statue against their suspension. These MPs have been suspended for the remaining parts of the week for their unruly behaviors in the House. They were later joined by 4 Congress MPs who have also been suspended from Lok Sabha for remainder of the monsoon session. BJP MPs protested in the Parliament House complex over Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's objectionable remark against President Draupadi Murmu displaying placards. Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman along with other party MPs raised slogans against the Congress. They also demanded an apology from Congress President Sonia Gandhi. Meanwhile, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has clarified that he mistakenly made the remark. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC has lodged a complaint at the city police station demanding legal action against BJY and Manipur president for allegedly kicking the gate of Congress Bhavan disrespectfully during a protest today. MPCC member warned of taking the matter to the High Court of Manipur if the police failed to take necessary actions within 24 hours. Speaking to media today, MPCC General Secretary S. Rajitend, who is also the complainant, said BJYM workers led by BJYM State Unit President Manohar Mayum Barish Sharma stormed the Congress Bhavan at BT Road and verbally assaulted the security personnel who were present at the scene. MPCC spokesperson and Bhupendra and other party members accompanied as detained in filing the police complaint, and detained condemned the incident where security personnel were intimidated and office properties were damaged by BJYM workers led by Barish. MPCC spokesperson Bhupendra said similar incident had occurred in the past. He added that the opposition MLAs will raise the matter in the House of the ongoing State Legislative Assembly monsoon session.
BJYM Makogi State President Manohar Mayum Barish amasung mahaki kangbuna laakanda Congress office ta akai athoi tholaba mai thage tauraba amasung akhoigi nato oidaba kholau kaya ama lauramba aduda sunatana akhoigi duty tauriba police ki personnel da keno tauba attack tauramba migi duty taujariba duda chaina kandana khotna taubugi thawong sing adubo akhoi Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee na masi ain gi oiba mieng da ain gi oiba thabak lokhot pinabai damukta city police ta akhoi wakatpa laksabane
भारत की इतिहास अहानब होइना पॉलिटिकल पार्टी की कैंपस मनुंगदा त्यार ग्यास न सिंगबा काप्सन बसे कांग्रेस भवन थोखरबने बीजेपी की सरकार की लैंगाक शासन मखासिदा अखोइना क्यारक हन पान खरब कंप्लेन लाखर मतुंग दसु एफआईआर नंबर पियो हाबदे पिरक्त्री हयेंग बो कोई पुंग कुन मरी की मतम पीरी हाउसु फम्मी बनिना मणिपुर लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली दा सिगी मतंग सिदा होम डिपार्टमेंट की मतंग दा मसिगुंबा अटैक मसिगुंबा वायलेंस मसिगुंबा कंप्लीट लॉलेसनेस की मतंग दा ओपोजिशन पार्टी ना हाउस दा सिगी मतंग सिदा कोई सोई सोई पुकनी डेमोक्रेसी बु थवई उचितबा रूल ऑफ लॉ बु खंगदबा अदुगा तवफम थोकपा डेमोक्रेटिक प्रोटेस्ट तौबगी महत्ता मई बाय वायलेंट वेदा मीगी ऑफिस संगागा तौरंबा मयाम से मसिदी डेमोक्रेसी सिदा चनबा मदुगुम चनबीगी वांगमदनी हायना कोई थमजगे.
The House unanimously passed 7 demands for grant amounting 2,032 crores 70 lakh 93,000 rupees on the 4th sitting of the 2nd session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly today. The demand for grant included demands for the Department of Transport, PWD, Information and Publicity, Cooperative Secretary, Stationery and Printing, Fisheries and the Social Welfare Department. House leaders and Chief Minister Nongtoma Birend moved the demand in the House. Opposition MLAs K. Ranjit Surjakumar, Okram K. Meghachandra and T.H. Lokeshwar raised a policy cut motion, and some ruling MLAs made observations on the demand for grant of the PWD, Information and Publicity, Fisheries and the Social Welfare Department. After the relevant ministers gave necessary explanations to the policy cut motion, the House passed the demands unanimously. Work Minister Govindas Konthaujam assured that construction of the Imphal-Ukhrul National Highway 202A will be completed by June 2023 as reported by NHIDCL. He was responding to star question number 33 raised by NPF Ukhrul MLA Ram Muiva during the question hour of the 2nd session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly today on the 4th sitting. Works Minister Govindas Konthaujam acknowledged that the Imphal-Ukhrul Road National Highway 202, especially Yangon-Pokpi Finch Corner sector, is in dire condition and there is an inordinate delay in completion of doubled laning of the road, but it could not be completed due to unavailability of land. He said villagers are not ready to give their land for the project. Ukhrul MLA refuted by stating that delay in the road construction, which was supposed to have been completed by July of 2022, is due to non-payment of compensation to the affected families of Litand Saraikong sector. Minister Govindas Konthaujam replied that as per the new report of NHIDCL, the complaint was paid to the concerned affected villagers. MLA Ram Muiba replied that he has learned in written and words that the compensation amount of 7.5 crore rupees was paid to wrong people from the French corner to the Ukhrul side and not to people of Litand Saraikong sector under the jurisdiction of NHIDCL. Hence, the affected villagers are not too ready to part their land. To this, the Works Minister responded that meeting with NHIDCL officials is held on 15th of every month and assured to initiate an inquiry into the matter and take necessary actions.
By June 2023, as reported by NHIDCL. Why the delay took place? It is not entirely the fault of the contractor or the NHIDCL. The fault lies with the wrong payment of compensation to the undeserving people. Now, how on earth in 2022 the same people were paid double, while the affected family from Yangon Popi to Finch Corner, they were not paid? Litan Sarekong people has not been paid a single paise till today. It is delayed due to the unavailability of land. The so-called land owners were not ready to give the land for construction of the road or widening of the road. Inquiry definitely we will do. Whether the payment has already been made to the wrong person or not, and if there is any discrepancies, or if I will look into it.
During the question hour, Thangmaiband MLA Kumukcham Joykishan demanded the House to stop the already 18-year-old Imphal sewage project as the multi-crore project has not been beneficial to anyone so far. On the other hand, PHED Minister L. Susindra assured the House that the sewage project would be beneficial within 2 years. MLA Joykishan asked Minister Shushindro when the Imphal sewage project was initiated and how much money had been spent so far. In reply, PHED Minister Susindra said the project started in 2014 and the first phase of the sewage project has been completed while the second phase is about to begin. He promised to sort out the issues in the phase 2 works.
$1,121 crore and 80 lakh. Masina Manipur Miam the Kari Kanaba Bigre. Kanaba Gide Kang de Husibukta, Otpagi the Aiki and the Padana Ot Crimson. Say time Bansina Lambi Cement of Kaiba, Lambi Cement of Kaiba, Watam Lex the Mitar Shira. Kame Amazam of the Lena am seeing them. Serious projects here, Kanam Ganda Lushebe Pandam Lady Gay. Masina Prazada Kari Kanari Game, I the house hygienic is honorable Sada. Serious to be a Topiro City.
Pudong Sada Basingo. Madu Handaki Seaways Project 2 se Phase 2 se Masi Lae on tender Tauri the Masina Ahoy Lambi Nasai Nuaitaba Adegi was Inona pipe connection Gikara was number of Morganda Ahoy Madu Pudong Sada was in Doi Honorable MLA Day Assurance Fishery Shoidana Ahoy Maduki Pudong Sada was into Ahoy Panabonazage.
During the question hour of today's sitting, NPF Ukrult MLA Ramd Muiba asked star question number 24 to PHED Minister L. Susindro on whether he is aware that there is acute scarcity of potable water in Ukrul district headquarters. The minister acknowledged that there is acute scarcity of water. On being asked about the immediate remedial measures taken out and long-term solution for easy availability of potable water, Minister Susindra said as for immediate measures, the Ukrul PHE division has engaged water tankers to supply water to the public as well as government buildings, hospitals and schools. As for the long-term measure, Minister Susindra said that ignorer of supplement the existing water supply system, installation of hand pump at 38 locations and pumping arrangement have been included in the ongoing water supply project at Ukrul district headquarters under NDB funding. Health Minister Dr. Sapamd Ranjan assured the House that the multi-drug resistant TB center in the Churachandpur will be completed within 3 months and equipped with the necessary infrastructure. He was responding to Churachandpur MLA LM Kaute during the question hours of the State Assembly session today. MLA LM Kaute cited the urgency to complete the center by stating that 83 cases of tuberculosis have been reported in the past 3 months and 490 cases in the past 1.5 years, out of which 20 are drug-resistant cases and only 2 have recovered so far. The MLA also appealed to install solar-powered digital X-ray and other infrastructures.
Last 1.5 year manungda more than 490 TB cases masi report to digital X-ray machine installed to be rebra koi gi staff sing mobility gi kari step lokhat pina na ba mainda kari le sake.
Drug resistant TB centers approved or the constructions. We have given them almost 3 months. As far as digital X-ray machines, national NTEP Makada portable karazo aduga loina Churachandpur medical college hospital digital high-end digital X-ray ama thamdana baizo taurang tauraga yam thuna thamagani ne khanse.
Muslim Students Development Organization appeals to Manipur government to promptly send the required 21 staff to Sangai Yumpham Higher Secondary School. A press release from the MSDO says MSDO's team Sangai Yumpham inspected the school and found that the school is facing shortage of both teaching and non-teaching staff. 6 students' bodies namely AMSU, MSF, Desam, KSA, Suk and AIMS warrant of launching a stay if Manipur government fails to discuss enhancement of the Manipuri language in the ongoing session of the 12th State Legislative Assembly. Speaking on the sideline of a protest held today demanding NRC implementation in the state and several other demands to promote the Manipuri language, H. Chalamba stressed the need to form a state language policy, a language commissioned and a transliterate committee to produce a Meitei Mayek reference book. He also demanded the state government to set up a state population commission and expose the measures being taken to include Meitei Mayek as a medium for appearing in UPSC and MPSC examination.
Hanjin Directorate okay Director Unana Honaba Kanasu, officer Pambida, Aduga Tawaya with the Bigam Lapa, Matam Queen Sahimangatru, Linga Director, Sinasiba Monipulo, Sakonavagi, people collect the Kola of Tiffany, Heidi Bushing Asida Koimahiru to Tarukna, to Minelation Bangam the Badagi, the Yamna Pazana Sanchilam Kongjangdo, Masida Gidi Makata and Ikoina, protest sing ba, Aduk agitation sing basing, Aduga Yaraga, the Hennessy again, and Kanakanba, Tabok Mayanka, Sanction and Nabagi Wakalunu, the Koina, Heidi Bangasi, Hudukunumise, Tambani, Lamdam Sida, Pusilagliba, Lamdam Sigi. Young Piga Manana, Polam Singase, a Pumpa on the Tingbung of Nenabagi, Tabok Kapina Bahidana, Ikoina, Mahiru Buzarna Hari, demanding as a Sanction Zaraka and a say, a Hobagi or in Ikoina, protest as a Sanction Bahujavina.
Angalwadi workers, helpers and mini Angalwadi workers of the Kukching district condemned the transfer of ICDS project Kukching Child Development Project Officer CDPO K. Devananda as unreasonable. They staged a protest meet in front of a CDPO office in Kukching, Paji, Laikai today, demanding immediate revocation of the transfer order. Taking part in the protest, one Angalwadi workers, Lata, said the CDPO was posted there for just 3 months and they have initiated many activities under his supervision, and so his transfer is such a short tenure is unreasonable.
Tiada matam masih dah mahal nak tolong libat tabak singa saya dia muraga mahal ko tu matam dah tha ahun kata dah transfer atau pemakam amada tha di besar aku Angalwadi workers sing mesti helpers sing kasing project ki miyo sing na amat pam de yaraga di mahal ko kasing project tagi transfer to biganu karigumba masih dah aku na wakap pam masih dah tabi dah bataraga di sidagi hena kan ba kongjang kaya ama sangsalakani hai na kamjari.
Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur informs students who wrote the Higher Secondary Improvement Examinations 2022 conducted by the Council to collect their original mark statement with effect from the 29th of July. COSAM, the press release says students may collect their mark statement from their respective institutions or from the Council Office for private students. Sija Hospital and Research Institute SHRI in collaboration with Netco Pharma Limited and CORE Diagnostic observed World Hepatitis Day 2022 by organizing a free hepatitis B and C screening camp today at Sija Hospital, Langol and the Caesar Urban OPD in the Kesampat. 38 people were screened during the camp. Sija Hospital also conducted one-day continuing medical education CME programmed on viral hepatitis at the hospital auditorium. D&B General Medicine, Sija Hospital, Dr. G. Narendra Deva deliberated on the prognosis, preventive measures and treatment options available for viral hepatitis. Community Network for Empowerment KANEL concluded its week-long campaign on World Hepatitis Day 2022 with a motorcycle rally today. US-based Gillette Sciences sponsored the campaign. Babina Diagnostic Managing Director Dr. Thangjum Doubly and Janims Medical Superintendent Dr. K.H. Lokeshwar jointly flagged off the rally, raising awareness on hepatitis, jointly organized by two Stork Motorcycled Rally Imphal West and KANEL. The rally kicked off from the City Convention Centre, passed through many places of Imphal East and West districts and finally concluded at KANEL office in Kaisamthong, Hodam Leirak. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. K.H. Lokeshwar called for early screening of hepatitis to avoid complications, while Dr. Thangjum Doubly expressed confidence that the week-long campaign by KANEL will contribute in eradicating hepatitis by 2030.
Hepatitis B ga C ga C kramaina ko na ngaktok kadage ay bisin mahan mo ba prevention ani subada test oraga na bisin lebra na khangdok pa ahum subada layeng na phahan ba ngaktok pa ge makta je ko na vaccination to wi ai vaccine simaru na hepatitis B gi ni aduga hepatitis C gi di ko na test oraga khangdoga madu layeng aga dum kohan mangami cure to bangami
maduna mipum khudimak singnabal laibiraba amasu akhangmal lairaba lairagadi Amanak na pa health center kuding magta sa piraga isagi status khangdokpiu.
Manipur added 77 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and warned that case in past 24 hours. Deceased person is an 18-year-old female from Imphal West District. She died at RIMS Hospital. As per the latest report from State Health Department and the COVID-19 Command Control Room, coronavirus has affected 138,886 people and claimed 2,129 lives in the state so far. Active and recovered cases have not been updated to the time of filing this report. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Unique Net Academy by a team of well-qualified, experienced and sincere teachers. Admission open. And EET UGG Foundation course Lakliba August Kitang Ahumdagi Hujaragani. Updated study material, Pijabatanatana, dot clearing classes, Nongmaijin Kudingi test Amadi, test Matung questions Amasung answers analysis Taubagi Kudong Jabasu Pijari. Class Amada Mahiroi Kuntraga Nithoidagi Hendana Lehenduna. Teacher students interaction to Hangat Hanbatanatana, hostel ki Kudong Jabasu Pijari. Class ki timing na Nungthel gi pung ama makhai dagi manga makhai fawba thamjari. Registration tawbagi aroiba numitna July gi tang 38 da oigani. Kudong chabasing asi lawbi ho akupa marol gi damak Unique Net Academy Sega Road Konjing Hajari Laikai opposite Sangai Tristagi Kambibiyagani.
Classic Hospitality Training Institute, a unit of Babina Healthcare and Hospitality Industries Private Limited, initiated by Classic Group of Hotels. Admission open for 1-year diploma in hotel management and 6 months course in food preparation and culinary arts. For free counseling, visit us at Hotel Imphal by the Classic 3rd floor, North AOC Imphal, Manipur, from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. For more details, please contact Classic Hospitality Training Institute. Phone number 690-935-8685.
Kanganjaba, Panthavi Housing Finance Company Limited amasung sister company singi Maikai digi Kanghalakli Madudi. Company sing asidagi loan laukraga defaulter oine leiriba loani member singa lakliba July gi tang taraga manga Englisingania kunithoi faugi manungda isa gi loan due singdok pigadabani. Hayengmak head office amasung branch office singda lakpiraga due amount sing adu singdok piu. Taushabi trabadi isa gi property sing Sarfasi Act 2002 gi makhada auction tok charaga Hanasu auction tauba yaukrabani. Kanghanjariba Panthavi Housing Finance Company Limited amasung sister company sing Taurangbam Laikai Uripok Imphal.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdok chare, Hairiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlam sing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsing birau Tilak Ras Enterprises, Presto, Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Thong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Prime Time, the English Bulletin. India added 20,557 new COVID-19 cases, 19,216 recoveries and 44 deaths in last 24 hours. As per the latest report from the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cash load stands at 1,46,323. Total recoveries are 4,32,86,787. Recovery rate stands at 98.47%. Death toll reaches at 5,26,211. Over 203 crore 21 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 57 crore 88 lakh 74,000 people. It has claimed above 64 lakh 12,000 people, and recoveries are above 54 crore 88 lakh 37,000. United States of America has the highest active cases of above 39 lakh 35,000 in the world. RPI Athawale Kesamthong AC Development Committee began COVID vaccination drive in Kesamthong constituency today. RPI Athawale Kesamthong Unit President I. Haridas and RPI Athawale candidate in last election Maheshwar Thaunangjum took part in the drive held at the Imphal Rising Youth Club in Kesampad Laimujum Laikai. 200 people received first dose, second and booster doses during the drive. Minister of State for External Affairs Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan will inaugurate the second edition of Northeast India Festival from July 29 to 30 at Bangkok, Thailand. The festival is organized by the Embassy of India in association with the Northeastern States of India and the Trend MMS India. The first edition of the Northeast India Festival was held in Bangkok in 2019, which opened subsistence business opportunities for Northeast Indians business communities, especially in the tourism, agro and the food processing sector. The festival is of special significance this year as India and Thailand are celebrating the 75th anniversary of the establishment of their diplomatic relations. Artisans, craftsmen, business persons and exhibitors, tour operators and academicians from the northeastern states of India will participate in this festival and held B2B meeting as well as academic exchanges. Chief Minister of Meghalaya and Nagaland and the Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh along with other ministers and senior government officials from the northeastern states of India will attend the grand inaugural ceremony at the Centella Grand, Bangkok. Newly appointed chairman of the Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation Limited, Imphal case, Ibomja inspected the condition of the urban hut in Nilakuthi along with the managing director and officials of the corporation today. He expressed contentment that the venue was properly set up for holding a handloom and handicraft fair. The chairman assured to approach the chief minister and relevant departments to repair the road leading to the site. Indian Overseas Bank Imphal branch today organized a one-day awareness on special credit link capital subsidy scheme for SC and ST entrepreneurs under the Ministry of the MSME. The program was held at the IMA Auditorium in Lumfeld, Sanakaifield. Attending the event, IOB Imphal branch Senior Manager Puyam Surjit, Project Manager Livelihood Business Incubator Imphal West and Imphal East under the Ministry of MSME and other experts elaborated on the benefits that SC and ST entrepreneur can avail under the Special Credit Linked Capital Subsidy Scheme. Experts explained how to apply for loan under the scheme. Self-Employment Youth Association SAYA appealed for proper and official allotment of the vending space at the new shopping complex being constructed near Lumfeld Supermarket. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, SAYA Secretary Chiromd Ongbi Netresori said Shaya members used to sell second-hand clothes near Lumfeld Supermarket in 2011. However, government evicted them on September 1 of 2020 and constructed around the 300 shopping plots. She expressed worry that the new shop have been occupied by others than them even before any official allotment.
IMC Mari Lane of Singasu, Akohana, Pamapasingidi, Pangan Bigani, Bibigani had an Ayaba, Tazaba Capiraki, Lucan Sabalore, Akoina di Officialoina, Bibirakani and Topirakani, Kanzabani, Sarabaloiba, Dukan Singdi Mamanda, Mobile number Tetuna, Dukan Sanzari, Yonzari, Telakpadagi, Sayagi, members in Nasalaga, Mari Lane of IMC in the Unazari, Atubu Akoigi, Duka Lake Habiraki, Matam Sanga, Mapamsida, Pamzar Laba, Wazar Laba. Akoigi IMC na akoigi hakudi matpire aduna ikai khomnajariba sar birel amadi mahut minister wai khemsan ani na miyeng sangbiraga saya association gi wajarak members gi awaba si ubiraga akoigi sak thung phanganbi.
Village Poverty Reduction Plan Achievement Mela was held at the Kongpal Khetri Laikai EYCA Community Hall in Imphal East District today. Top Naria Chaukat Thaudang Village Level Federation, Top Naria United Village Level Federation, Top Naria Meitei Laima Village Level Federation, Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission, Panchayati Raj Institute, local clubs and local Maira Baibi grouped jointly organized affair. Speaking on the occasion, Imphal East Upadaksha Dr. Khetri Tama said the fair has benefited many people. She said around 500 beneficiaries applied for various schemed projects during the fair. Taking part in the fair, Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission's State Mission Manager Gurumayum Kavita said VPRP aims to eliminate poverty.
Hariba facilities punamakso sigi 1 day gi numit stay day koi maximum ekoi na phangba yaba ngasi se koi maximum beneficiary oiba yaba ekoi 500 muk ekoi gi PRI da report lae hariba BPRP achievement mela sina मियाम द सोइदना कुंगंगी मनुंग हंजना लेबा प्रजा सिंगदा कानाबा पीबा ngमगनी
विलेज की पॉवर्टी से कमाइना रिड्यूस तौनी हाबिगी पांडम सिने अदु हुजिक की PRICBO कन्वर्जेंस का लोइना रगा हुजिक सिगी मेला सिनेबा अखोइना पांगथोक चरी से सिगी मेला सिगी थ्रू द अखोइगी फैसिलिटी एंटाइटलमेंट्स फंगदबा मयाम अखोइगी सोथरगा लेहौबा फंगबम से कदाइ दे यिनो ना खंगदबा अखोइगी मिपुंग मयाम से अखोइना खंगलगा मोइगी डिमांड सिंग दो तहनबा हाइतारे.
Organic pineapples from the Kaushabung and Bunglond village of Churchanpur district are now available at MoMA Organic Outlet opened near the Horticulture Department in Sanjantong. Speaking to media today, a farmer, Thingdan Cha Gangte, urged the public to buy the pineapples and also to take part in the 75th Kaushabung Pineapple Fair next month. She appealed to the government to promote mass-scale pineapple cultivations to solve unemployment issue in the hill districts of Manipur.
अखोगी एरिया से द पाइनएप्पल फार्मिंग से हेन्ना चाउथोखनबा एक्सटेंड तौबी बसे पामी मरमदी पाइनएप्पल फार्मिंग तौबा है बसे पाइनएप्पल फार्मर अमा ओइना अखोई फार्मर सिंग से चाउथोक जबनी मरमदी मसिगी पाइनएप्पल से हु नते चाबदा इसागी दमक हक्चांग फननबा ओइसु ओइबने दुगा मसि योनबा मतमदा इपोंग पोंगना ओपनली को योनबा याबा प्रोडक्ट अमसु ओइबनिना मसिगी मरम सिदा गवर्नमेंट सिंसिना एकोगी एरिया सिदा हिन एक्सपांड तोबी रगदी हिन हरावबनी.
Plastic campaign on Go Green and Stopped Plastic was carried out at the Chinkai Ching in Yumnam Kuno, Imphal East Extension Committee Liberal College Luang Sangbam. The campaign to raise awareness on the harmful effect of the felling down of trees and plastic product onto the environment. Teaching, non-teaching and students of the college planted around 1,000 saplings to help combat climate change. Bijli Mahotsab in Ujwala Divas was carried out at Imphal East District at DC Office Complex Panchayat Bhavan held in Porompa today. Speaking on the occasion, Imphal DC Kumantham Daina said electricity power generation capacity has increased many-fold and has even exported electricity to some countries. She said the country has generated adequate electricity in the past 8 years from 2,48,054 megawatt in 2014 to 4 lakh megawatt at present. She maintained that electricity has reached to almost 100% of the entire state. Speaking on the occasion, Deputy General Manager of IED3 MSPDCL Lingomband Birjit also said electricity generation has greatly improved. He appealed to people to conserve electricity by limiting excessive uses of electronic items.
Power sector da nasi phawda Bharat ki thakta Manipur ki thakta lekai ki thakta Khunga ki thakta karam achievement hamna bage miyam ki apoi ji lifestyle rural lifestyle apoi ji nomagi kunsi da kyamna pomba ngam tham bagi haji awareness adu apoi miyam pomba ki mamang showcase tawzabagi chahi nipan asida apoi ki India ki oina generation capacity asi adu ki mate hengatpa kamne asidi apoi kam access oina thamba ngamle 2014 that 2,48,554 megawatt puthokmadagi nasi G4 lakh puthokpa ngamle
mai gi film se adugi matik fagalle habada haimon mathok loi hana pung ahum dagina taruk phowa mai pirambado hojiti mai kunmari adum piba ngame haina adum haijege any khudong chawa mai gi phangning ba lerega ju mi gi atopai kuthanga tobigen officer direct lakpiyo akoi sub division level office leijari division level office leijari anytime adum office awada laga akoi any officer amada adum hangbada response pirakani haichaning.
Bijli Mahotsav and Ujwala Divas was also observed at Narayanpur in Jiribam district. District Administration Jiribam and MSPDCL Jiribam jointly organized the event. Bijli Mahotsav and Ujwala Divas was also celebrated in Langching village under Chakpikarong subdivision. Chandal DC and Rajkumar, NHPC Group General Manager Premananda Laishramd, SDO Chakpikarong CH Somendro attended the event organized by Ministry of the Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy and Government of Manipur. Short videos of universal household electrification, village electrification, distribution system, strengthening capacity, addition NHPC, One Nation and One Grid, PGCIL, Renewable Energy SECI, Consumer Right PFC, state achievements were showcased. An interaction program with MSPDCL beneficiaries was also held on the occasion. Myanmar Meitei Development Association has celebrated its first Foundation Day. MMDA is an association formed by Meitei Brahmins residing in Myanmar. A meeting was also held which was attended by representatives of the Indian Embassy in Mandalay, T. Vinod and P. Omos. The meeting discussed various activities of the welfare of Meitei Brahmins diasporas in Mandalay. Unified Dalit Right Forum Nepal and Dalit Sahitya Academy Manipur jointly held the 12th Asian Conference of Dalit Sahitya 2022 at Pragya Pratisthan Kalmadi in Kathmandu, Nepal. International level awards were also distributed during the conference. Dalit Sahitya Academy India National Secretary and the former President of Unified Dalit Right Forum Nepal attended the conference. Now the news from the world of sports. Commonwealth Games 2022 will start tonight. It's 11:30 at the Alexander Stadium in Birmingham, England. Indian ex-hurtler PV Sindhu will lead the Indian contingent in the parade of tonight's opening ceremony as flag bearer and hockey player Manpreet Singh as co-flag bearers. More than 5,000 athletes from 72 countries are taking part in the Commonwealth Games and will participate in 19 different sporting events, competing against each other to win the 280 medals. Indian contingent, comprising of more than 200 members, will participate in 16 different events of the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games, which will conclude on 8th of August. Manipur Weightlifting Association Imphal press note informed that selection trials will held on July 31 at Sai NERC Takilpad for selecting players to participate in the second edition of State Games Manipur Olympic Games 2022. The games will be held in Imphal from August 26 to 30. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's Rashtrapati remarks sparked protest in Imphal. BJP Manipur workers burned effigies of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary and Sonia Gandhi. MPCC filed complaint at City Police Station against BJYM Manipur Pradesh MP Baris for kicking at Congress Bhavan Gate during agitation by BJYM over Rashtrapati remark. House of Second Session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly passed 7 demands for grants amounting 2,032 crore 70 lakh 93,000 rupees unanimously on day 4. Approved MLA Ram Muiva says afloat land compensation of 7.5 crore rupees led to delay in completion of Imphal Ukhruj Road. Works Minister Govindas assured inquiry. Pangaiwan MLA Kumukcham Joykishan's demands to stop 18-years-old Imphal sewage project, claiming it's of no use. PHE Minister Susindro assures benefits in 2 years. Manipur logged 77 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 1 death in the past 24 hours. Coronavirus infected 1,38,886 people so far. And India adds 20,557 new COVID-19 cases, above 19,000 recoveries and 44 deaths in 24 hours. COVID cash log stands above 1,46,000. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Siri Siri Gaurachandraya Namaha. Purvashramda Aikhoi Khwaiga Leminarambi. Saikhom Nandarani Devina Mahaki Nukshijaraba. Imung Manung Shagai Natai Marup Mapang Khwai Pumna Maputhadok Lamlaga. How Kiba July